I've dropped Vicky off at the nursery. Good. No one saw me from the surgery, luckily.
Look, you're not going to get into trouble over this, are you, Shell?
I doubt it. Anyway, it's nothing I can't handle.
It's my problem.
Sharon, we're mates. We've been mates as long as I can remember. And we've, got to stick together. You've got to help each other through.
You've been the only one that's always been there, Shell. You know that.
Yeah, well, you've been there for me, too.
You know, I was gutted when I found out she'd done another Moonlight. No phone calls, no letters. Not even a change of address card. It's like I don't matter at all.
Oh, you know, Angie, she's always doing things on the spur of the moment.
Yeah, well, I expect she's going through an emotional crisis.
There's a lot of them about.
And especially for her. She has one about once a week on average. She thrives on them.
Yeah, well, it must be a bit difficult to live with.
The difference is, with Den and Sonny, they asked for it. Me, I had no choice.
Come on, Sharon, it wasn't all that bad. And you were happy sometimes, weren't you?
No thanks to them. The only time they ever noticed me was when they could use me to score points in their battles. Neither of them ever cared a tuppence about what I felt about anything.
Maybe.
It's the truth, Michelle. Oh, it's hard for me to admit because I wanted them to care. I kept telling myself that deep down they really did care, but I was just kidding myself. Oh, I know. I've been through it all before. But we change the scenery sometimes. It's not the Vic anymore. It's sunny Spain or the prison visiting room. But they don't change. Sir Den wants me to visit him. When I wanted to go and see him, he did everything he could to stop me. But now the great Dennis Watts wants a visit, so that's different. And why? Because he wants something, Shell, and I don't know what. Love, forgiveness, an alibi, what's it matter? He wants it, so it has to happen. One thing I can be sure of is, I bet he hasn't spent 2 minutes thinking about what I want.
Sharon, I think you're being a bit hard on him. I mean, Den does care about you in his own way.
Yeah, well, his own way isn't good enough anymore, Michelle. And I'm just going to have to tell him that.
Well, maybe now's not the right time, I mean, just before his trial. I mean, he's going to need all the support he can get.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. But from now on, I'm going to think about what I want.
Look, shall we go in the shed? It's a bit cold out here.
Your dad's not coming up this morning, is he?
No.
Good. I don't want to face anyone until I've got all this over with.
Well, I think we're in luck. No one's going to disturb us on a day like this.
Look, you don't have to go to the prison, Michelle.
Sharon, I'm volunteered, all right? I know where it depresses you.
Yeah, well, I would appreciate it. Oh, I hate that journey. Thinking about what you're going to. And I hate those waiting rooms. People's hopeless faces. It's always colder there and damp and it's... Well, there's like a smell.
What, like hospitals?
No, it's different. It's like... Well, if I go to hell, that's what it'd be like. Look, you don't have to come in with me when I see him. I won't want to put you through that.
Look, Sharon, I don't mind if you make it easy. No, thanks,
Shell, but it's something I've got to face on my own. When I come out is when I'll be needing you. I'll probably be wanting a stiff drink. Or 3.
Whatever you say.
I was in 2 minds whether to serve her or not.
Eh?
Well, you know, after that stunt she pulled with her parents.
She needs help, Ian.
Yeah, well, she's lucky she don't need a good lawyer. The amount of money she conned out of everyone.
It's the state she's got herself into.
Do you know what, people like you make me sick. There's people in this world with real troubles, you know.
Yes, and she's one of them. Cloth ears. Here's your money.
Thanks.
Hi, Donna. Mind if I join you?
If you like.
I've been wanting to talk to you.
Oh, really? Well, that does make you unusual. Most people seem to be cutting me dead. Unfortunate choice of words, I suppose. What did you want to talk to me about, as if I couldn't guess?
Well, I'd rather not do it here.
Well, why not? I've got no more secrets left. Everybody knows the score.
Yes, well, I prefer somewhere more private.
Well, I'll have to check my diary. You see, my life's just one big social whirl at the moment, what with cocktail parties and yoga classes.
Look, Donna,
or I could just save you the bother. I think I know what this is building up to. What's a young girl like you throwing away her life for when you've got so much to look forward to?
Heard it all before, eh?
With variations.
Think I'd be wasting my time.
Mine?
I'd still like to have a bash.
Oh, hello, Auntie Paul. I'm glad you popped in. I want a word with you.
Yeah, I want to see you and Owen.
Look, I went to see my mum this morning.
Oh, yeah? Where is she?
I can't tell you. She doesn't want anybody to know.
Yeah, well, I think she'll change her mind when she finds out what's happened to Pete.
Yeah, she does know about that. That's why I went to see her.
Ian, he needs her now more than ever in his whole life
Yeah, I
before.
know. She understands that.
Right, but when's she coming back?
I don't know.
What?
Well, look, she needs time to think.
Oh, great.
But Auntie Pauline hasn't been easy for her either, you know.
Yeah, all right, I'm sorry, Ian. I shouldn't have flown off the handle like that.
But the way I see it is, look, we've got to give her time. Because if we push it, she's only going to end up saying no.
Look, just what are you frightened of, Donna?
You says I'm frightened.
Well, if you're not, why else won't you talk about it?
I've told you. I've heard it all before.
Well, then one more time won't make any
Look,
difference, will
whatever
it?
happens, this is still my life. It's up to me what I do with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So why not come over to my place after I finish work tonight and have a bite to eat with me and Guido?
And another ear bashing?
Well, I half promised not to make it too heavy. So you'll come?
Free meal, I suppose?
See you later. Hello, Pauline.
Colin.
Sorry. All right. What was it you want to see me about anyway?
Oh, yeah, Michelle, what's she up to?
Shell?
Yes, your cousin, remember?
Oh, that Shell.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do, Ian. Because I went round the surgery to see her and they told me she was off sick, so I popped round the flat to see if I could do anything for her. She wasn't there. The place was empty.
Oh.
Well, where is she?
Well, cross me out. I don't know where she is.
Now, listen, that job's her bread and butter. It's also my granddaughter's bread and butter. If she starts mucking them about, she'll get the sack, then they'll be in serious trouble.
Auntie Pauline, it's nothing like that. She's just got somewhere she wants to go this afternoon, that's all.
Where?
Well, I can't tell you.
You seem to be holding an awful lot of secrets at the moment, Ian.
Look, honest, Auntie Pauline, it is for the best.
Now, look, Kathy I can take, but Michelle's different. She's my daughter. I have a right to know.
You wouldn't like it.
Well, we'll see about that.
Yeah, all right, look, it's no big deal. She's gone off with Sharon. They got a cab booked.
Where are they going?
Prison.
You tell Michelle I want to talk to her.
Yeah, hang on, Auntie Pauline.
No,
but I can't-
never mind, no buts. You tell Michelle I want to see her.
Nothing better to do, what? Still #1 till tomorrow. Can't disappoint the customers. Right, well, let's not get too maudlin. Another prisoner in there tonight? The psychiatrist should have spotted it earlier on, late.
Oh, I see. It's got nothing to do with what went on here, then, eh? He was the suicide type.
Aye, well, you're not saying he was a normal type, were you? I mean, he was a moody little sod, couldn't get on with anybody.
The man was innocent.
Aye, but we'll never know that because it'll never get to court, will it?
Rain told me that.
He's done it before, haven't he? Let's not pretend he was pure as driven snow.
Well, I suppose the catering side went all right.
Oh, that's the point. We got another offer through the post this morning.
Oh, great. Could do with a dosh.
Yes, there's a bit more money than usual.
Even better. When is it?
Next week, there is just one thing about it.
Oh, yeah?
Well, it's a slightly different sort of do.
Oh, yeah?
Well, it's nothing to worry about, of course.
It always worries me when you say that, Ian.
Yeah, I know. The thing is...
Well, look, just spit it out, will you?
Yeah. What's Cabs? Yeah. Yeah, right, yeah, it's no problem. Okay, fine. Thank you. Bye.
So tell me about this different catering evening, then.
Well, it's a stag do.
Well, that's all right. So I'm going to have to dodge get me bum pinched. I can cope with that.
Oh, so you won't mind having... Wait a minute. Mrs. Spencer just called. She's cancelled for tonight, and Michelle Fowler's being picked up in base. 7's in a minute. Okay?
All right.
All right, see you later, mate.
Won't mind what?
Well, look, you know what stag do's are like.
I'm not doubling up as a strippogram, so you can get that idea out of your head for a
Oh,
start.
come on, look, I wouldn't lumber you with saying like that. Besides, I've got the strippogram booked.
Well, that's a relief, then.
All right, sir. Oh, your cab should be in a minute.
Yeah, slight change of plan. Will you get him to pick us up in Bassett Street instead?
All a bit cloak and dagger, innit?
Well, we don't want anyone to know where we're going in the cab today.
Yeah,
All right.
okay. Shell, your mum knows.
What?
We just kind of slips out.
Ian, you pillock. You're always letting your mouth run away with you, ain't you?
Yeah, except we want to get a straight answer out of him.
Hold on, it weren't my fault.
Whose fault was it then? Mickey Mouse?
Well, look, you know what your mum's like when she's giving you the
I
third
could kill you
degree.
for this, Ian.
Stick around, I've got a feeling I might be helping you.
Yeah, and she wants to see you.
Yeah, I bet she does. I ain't got time for all that now, but I'll deal with her and you later.
Yeah,
And in the meanwhile, if she asks you ain't seen me, do you think you could manage that?
Yes.
Good.
Have a nice day, Shell.
So?
Well, they want something a bit more glamorous. You know, like a bunny costume.
Terrific. Then I suggest you wear it.
Oh, Cindy, look.
I'm not running around with a lump of cotton wool stuck in my backside for anyone.
The life of an entrepreneur is not always quite up to it.
No.
You all right, Pauline?
Oh, I'm sorry, love. Just got a lot on my mind at the moment. Well, now the honeymoon's over, how are you enjoying married life?
It's a bit early to tell yet, but I don't think he's realised the honeymoon is over.
Yeah? Well, there's more to marriage than just sex, you know.
I know, but it's nice while it lasts, though.
Oh, I thought that was you. I've been looking for you.
Yeah, well, I've got to be getting back to work in a minute, Doc.
Yes, well, if you've got any sense, you'll listen to what I got to say first.
Really?
Yes, it's about young Junior. I thought at first it was Ricky, but he was only buying it for him. Not that I condone that, you understand, but I've already had a word with Frank and Pat.
What are you talking about, Doc?
Lager. You know how the government's cracking down on them lager louts? Not that they was thinking of children as young as Junior. Still, I suppose the rot starts early these days.
So you think Junior's a secret drinker?
Look, I don't think. I know. And he ain't so secretive about it, neither. If you hadn't got your head filled with other things, you might have noticed it for yourself.
Well, thank you for bringing it to my attention, Dot.
So, what are you going to do about it?
That is my business.
Look, this is serious, Carmel. If he's like this now, what's he going to be like when he's a teenager?
I said I'll deal with it.
Mind you, some of us could see it coming a mile off. I mean, it ain't exactly a good example to follow his father, is it?
Well, like your son is.
What's my Nick got to do with it?
Nothing. Only if you spent a bit more time worrying about your own son, instead of interfering with other people's, he might not be in prison now.
Oh, he's only on remand. He ain't been found guilty nor nothing. Oh, there was no call for that. I mean, I was only trying to help. I mean, I've always done my best for my Nick. You know that, Pauline.
I'm sure you have, Dot, same as the rest of us.
Yes, same as your Mark and Michelle. You always done your best. But, I mean, they've had their fair share of difficulties.
Yeah, and still do.
Hey?
Dot, there's only one thing certain when you're a parent, that you're always wrong. Even when you're right, they don't thank you for it.
You looking good?
Am I?
Yeah, I'm pleased to see it. I haven't heard from you for a while. There's been no letters, nothing. Just beginning to worry about you.
I've been away.
Yeah, good idea. I told Pat that when you had the brush with the firm.
Yeah, well, it didn't worry me too much. I've got used to having to deal with your dirty washing over the years.
Did you have a nice time, wherever you went?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
We'll take some more money out. Go somewhere else. It's all there for you.
I won't be drawing any more money out.
Well, maybe that's a good idea. Let it gather interest for a rainy day.
That's what you want?
That's what you want, darling. I just want to make sure that you're all right, you're looked after.
I'm all right. I needed the money to go and see Angie.
Oh, how is your mum?
She's not my mum any more than you're my dad. I'm adopted.
We're still your parents, darling, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, well, I don't much. But I'm not going to do a Don and go searching for my real family. Because I'm quite content to know that they could be any two people out of 60 million who ain't been in marriage.
Oh. It's really giving me straight, isn't it?
And in answer to your question, I don't know how she is because she wasn't there, which is pretty typical, really, isn't it? Neither of you have ever been around when I really needed you. So I'm washing my hands of the pair of you. I'm on my own now, and I'm going to make my own way in life. Oh, I'll have problems, no doubt, but I don't think I could do any worse than you two now, could I?
Yeah, well, maybe you should give it a bit of time before you come to that decision, eh?
I've had my whole life, Den. How much longer do I need? Look, your money will be there when you get out, including interest. That is, unless Pat and Frank take to dipping into it. I won't touch another penny. Me and Michelle will find out another way of paying off the mortgage, and we'll even try and pay off the deposit, but that might take a while.
Look, you don't have to do any of this, you know that.
It's what I want. Look, I don't hate you, Dad. Sometimes I even feel sorry for you. But I've got to let myself grow up, even if you're never going to.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah, you bet.
Look, before you start, I didn't see Den. I didn't even get to talk to him.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
But that's not why I went. It was for Sharon. She's been in a bit of a state and she needed my support.
Yeah, well, I can understand that.
And I'm not going to let her down now, not after all she's been through.
Just you remember, that job's important to you. Dr. Legg's been good to you. You can't go messing him about.
Look, Mum, as far as he's concerned, I've had the day off sick. If no one tells him any different, he'll be none the wiser.
Sharon going to the trial?
No, that's what she wanted to see him about. As far as she's concerned, that's the parting of the waves. They're on their own from now on.
Oh, good. At least she's seen the light. I told her months ago that's what she should have done.
Yeah?
Look, I know you think I'm getting heavy about all this, but it's really for your own good.
Oh, yeah.
Michelle, I cannot stand by and watch you throwing your life away on someone as worthless as Dennis was.
Mum, I'm going to the trial.
You're not going to the trial.
You can't really stop me,
But we'll
you?
see about that. Michelle, I'm talking to
Mum,
you.
I don't want to discuss this in it. Any minute people are going to come in washing their dirty knickers. If you do want to talk about it, then I'll meet you once you finish at the pub. But I'm warning you, there's nothing you can say that's going to make any difference.
Thought you were going to pay the family back for all they've done for you. That daughter of yours is a saint, you know that?
My little princess. Let me stick for stripping applicant.
I'll tell you to take a running jump.
Oh, hello, Chef. Hello. I made you cake, dear. They're nice. I made them myself. Look, I won't be out soon, so you might as well
I
have
don't
them.
want your cakes.
Cheese roll?
Ian, I don't want your cakes or your cheese roll. I've just got one thing to say to you. Are you paying attention?
Yeah.
If you ever drop me in it like that again, I will take your food processor and ram it down your throat or somewhere more painful. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Good, then we understand each other.
Oh, Shell. Well, I suppose this is probably the wrong time to ask you, really, but your Sharon don't fancy a stint as a bunny girl, do you?
Softly, softly approach, is it?
Hey?
I was expecting a lecture.
Oh, stick around, the night is young.
Yeah, well, you may as well not bother, because I've heard it all before.
Should be a short discussion,
You
then.
know what really gets me down?
Surprise me.
Everyone around here is so keen on dishing out advice, because they've got nothing in their own lives, so they think they've got the right to interfere with mine.
Yeah? Well, as it happens, Colin's got problems of his own just now, but I don't suppose he'd want me to go into that. Coffee. Cheers.
Thanks.
Sorry it took me so long. And to cut a long discussion short, Donna wishes us to know that she's been there, heard that, and done that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't suppose that's going to stop you, though.
Well, we'll see, won't we? But firstly, Donna, I can't help you. Nobody in the square can.
Listen, Colin.
No, you listen. You need specialist help. But like you say, it's your life. And if you want to kill yourself, and that's what we're talking about, and that's your business. But there won't be anything romantic about it. It will be very dirty and very, very unpleasant. And probably by that time, Donna, there won't be anyone who gives a damn whether you live or die. But like you say, it will be your decision. And if that's what you decide, then I wish you luck. Because dying isn't easy. On the other hand, I thought you might want to keep your options open, so I got you the number of a drug rehabilitation centre. And when and if you decide you want to use it, we'll take it from there. It's up to you. I'm no expert. Getting off drugs is a whole lot harder than getting on. So that won't be any picnic either. And maybe, just maybe, madam, you're not up to it.
One of my lot. I'll go. What's the matter with you, what?
I didn't want you to be lonely on your last night. Thought you might like to tuck me in.
Funny, man. Something on your mind?
Nah, of course not. You know me, I'm a model prisoner. And model prisoners always keep their minds blank.
Now, I've been counting the days.
Oh, haven't we noticed?
Yeah, making all my plans, month by month. And now that it's here, don't know what the hell I'm going to do with myself.
Well, there's always your garden.
Oh, postage stamp. Well, it's not much bigger than a winter box, really. Always managed to fit it in between the shifts, so don't see it's going to take much longer than that now.
How about taking your wife away for a few day trips?
Ah, if she can fit it in. Oh, she's got her life sorted, you see. Yeah. WI, Local History Society. She's always doing things on the go, you know. Oh, I reckon I'll just get onto her feet. What's your name?
Oh, don't tell me you've forgotten about me already.
No, no. I meant your first name.
Den.
Steve. Thank?
No, thanks, I don't.
Oh, you don't mind if I...
Oh, no, go on, feel free.
You know what I'll miss about this place?
Surprise me.
It's ordered. I always know where I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to do.
And you don't have to think.
Oh, maybe.
It's dangerous, that, you know, thinking. They're thinking of slapping the government health warning on it.
What about you?
I told you, I've given up thinking.
No, I mean, what next? What are your chances at the trial? Ah, well, you've done 6 months on remand. So, if the worst comes to the worst, they'll knock that off. Keep your nose clean for remission. Before you know where you are, you'll be out and getting back into the swing of things.
Oh, yeah, what's 2 years out of your life when you're having fun?
Oh, well, better be getting back on duty, I suppose.
Yeah.
Don't reckon I'll see you again, son. This being my last tour of duty, and that. Farewell.
You're lucky.
Yeah. And you, what?
an uphill struggle, but maybe, just maybe, I might get through to her.
Yeah?
Yeah, the stupid thing is, I think she really does want someone to help.
Well, if anyone can do it, it's you. You're a great one for taking the troubles of the world on your shoulders.
What's up?
I think we've got things to talk about a bit nearer home.
Oh, yeah. You've been in a funny mood ever since last night.
Me? You're the one that's in a funny mood. You're cutting me out.
No, I'm not.
Colin, I sat through that dinner last night and listened to everything you said. And one way or another, it all added up to goodbye.
Maybe, look, I just...
What, is that what you want, or isn't it?
All I want is to be fair, that's all.
What's that supposed to mean?
Look, Guido, I'm the one who has to live through this thing. You haven't.
We go through it together.
Do we? See, we haven't been together that long. If I hadn't found out I got MS, would we still be together now?
I think so.
No, you see, that's not good enough. I need to know. Otherwise, you're staying with me because you just feel sorry for me. I'm sorry, I just can't take that.
Oh, I see. You can have sympathy for the whole world, but nobody can feel sorry for the great Colin. No. Well, I didn't realise you had to be so macho about things.
There's no basis for a relationship.
We've got a bit more going for us than that.
Have we? Have we? That's what I need to be sure of.
Well, nothing I say is going to convince you.
I'm sorry, I just need more time.
Fair enough.
Look, my brother's offered me sanctuary in Bristol. Maybe I should just go down there and get things straight in my head.
If you like.
Look, I'm not just doing this for myself, you know. I don't want you taking something on and ending up resenting it.
Chloe's in the bath. It's a bedtime drink. Do you want one?
No, thanks.
Suit yourself.
Michelle, I don't want you to go tomorrow.
I can't say that comes as much of a surprise, Mum.
Are you still going?
Yep.
He's no good, you know.
So you've always told me.
You're still in love with him? I've warned him what I'll do if he keeps interfering in your life.
Yep, I know.
It's not an idle threat, you know. Once the word's out that he's Vicky's dad, you'll never be able to set foot back in the square again.
I mean, he's not going to come back anyway. I mean, if he's found guilty, they'll send him away for a long time, and if he's let off, he'll probably go even further. And not just because of you.
Well, there you are, then. It's over. There's no point in tearing yourself apart over it.
Mum, I'm still going to the court.
Well, I don't understand why.
I don't know if I love him, Mum. I haven't seen him for 6 months. But I do know that he's the only man I've ever cared about. And he is Vicky's father, and nothing can change that. I've got to know what's going to happen to him. I've got to see him one last time. Can't you understand that? Well, carry out your threat, then. Can't touch Den anymore, can it? The only people it could possibly hurt are me and Vicky. Either way, it's not going to change my mind. I'm still going to the court. So, bring it all out into the open. Tell who you like, when you like. I just don't care anymore, Mum. One thing you've got to decide is whether you love us more than you hate Dennis Watts.
Right. You all know why you're here, and you should know what you have to do. Let me stress that there can be no margin for error. People have been getting very careless lately. That carelessness has cost this organization a lot of money and a lot of trouble. It can also lead to our clients questioning our reliability, which in this case could have had very serious consequences. Those of you who have any knowledge of the Morocco deal would be wise to erase it from your minds permanently. Our clients are not the kind of people who accept failure. That's why this operation has to be a success. The police have been getting a bit cocky lately, and it would be true to say that they have caused us a few minor discomforts, mainly due to the carelessness I mentioned earlier. But I'm glad to be able to say that all is now in hand in that department. We may have to wind down activities in certain areas, but it's only a temporary measure. Prudence. Dealing with the police is one thing. However, our clients are a much tougher proposition. Mistakes can be fatal. I'm not interested in any excuses. Just get the job done and get it done right. Okay? Right, you can go now.
Should have let me go along, Mr. Mansell.
You must be joking. This operation requires speed and precision, two areas in which you are singularly lacking.
But I know him. He trusts me.
More fool him. Look, Brad, he's up the creek without a paddle. We've done a deal with his solicitor. His insurance is blown.
Poor old Dan.
Don't waste your sympathy. He won't even have time to know what day of the week it is. As far as he knows, he's been sprung. As far as the police and the public are concerned, he's on the run again. You can forget Mr. Watts. He's a dead man.
Come on, Watts, we ain't got all day.
Oh, what's the matter? Can't you wait to get rid of me?
We've been trying to check your belongings, haven't we? Wouldn't want you to think we're tampering with your precious knickknacks. And I best look after you, ain't we? We're like a second family to you.
I hope you appreciate that. Goodbye, Watts.
Got you a taxi, Watts? Like that, won't you? Eh? Star treatment. Only prisoner going out today. You're going to be handcuffed between me and Mr. Morris all the way. Very cosy. I feel my job's been made worthwhile. All those hours I've spent trying to show you the error of your ways. Been like a mother to you, haven't I? Smite your bum when you step out of line. Wipe your nose, dry your tears.
You'd really love me to give you a smack in the mouth, wouldn't you?
Go on, make me day.
I wouldn't give you the satisfaction, but I'm going to get you one day where it hurts.
Talks cheap, Watts.
You ought to Jack the lad. King of the dung heap, not me. You can't see yourself for what you are, can you? Because without this place behind you, you're nothing. And the mugs in here know if they touch you, you'll pace them round the walls just so you can walk tall.
Tell us something I don't know.
In 20 years' time, you're just going to be like stone. Too scared to go outside in the real world. You wouldn't last 2 minutes.
Aye, where are you going to be? Banged up in some nick, I suppose.
Don't count on it.
No, you're going to hit the big time, aren't you? Come back in a roll and rub me nose in it. Well, I've heard it all before, Watts.
Yeah, wherever I'll be. I won't be living life second-hand. I won't need to impress a bunch of sex-starved mugs with imaginary tales about imaginary birds in imaginary hotel rooms. Because that's the difference between me and you, Mr. McLeish. I'm not frightened of life. I just go for it and I live it.
Get through that door, Watts.